Hello everyone, today we're mastering the Destruction Warlock, the spec that turns you into a walking flamethrower. We're covering talents, rotations, PVE, PVP, everything you need to dominate. Let's go! Destruction Warlocks command devastating fire magic that incinerates enemies with overwhelming burst damage. This specialization focuses on direct damage spells, offering the highest single target burst potential among Warlock specs. Whether you're racing damage meters in raids or eliminating opponents in PvP, Destruction delivers explosive power through Shadow Burn executes, conflagrate burst windows, and massive critical strikes. Alright, before we blow things up, let's talk about which race is gonna give you that extra edge. Your race choice actually matters quite a bit for Warlocks, so let's break it down.
If you're playing Horde, you've got two excellent options. Orc. This is hands down your best choice for PvE raiding. Blood Fury is an insane damage cooldown that scales with your gear. We're talking significant DPS increase on boss fights. Plus, you get 25% stun resistance, which is clutch in both PvE and PvP situations. The pet damage bonus is there, but not as important for Destruction since we're all about that personal damage output. Undead. This is your PvP king. Will of the Forsaken is absolutely broken in PvP. You can break out of fear, charm, and sleep effects. Think about how many classes use these. Priests, warlocks, warriors with intimidating shout. You're basically immune to one of the most powerful CC mechanics in the game. Plus, you get underwater breathing and cannibalize for some extra sustain. For Alliance players, Gnome. This is your go-to choice. Escape Artist is fantastic for getting out of roots and slows, which is crucial in PvP. You also get 5% more intellect, which translates to a bigger mana pool and slightly more spell crit. Engineering specialization is a nice bonus if you're going that route. Human, solid alternative with perception for stealth detection in PvP, and the spirit bonus helps with downtime between fights. The sword and mace specialization doesn't help us much though. Reputation bonus is nice for grinding, but not combat relevant.
Now let's get into the meat of this guide, your talent builds. I'm going to show you the talent trees on screen as we go through these, so pay attention. For PvP, we need survivability more than raw damage. Let me walk you through this.
Alright, so you've got your talents sorted. Now what stats do we actually want on our gear? First, we talk about PvE stats. Number 1, hit rating until 16% spell hit cap. This is absolutely mandatory. If you're not hit capped, you're missing shadow bolts on bosses and losing massive DPS. Use suppression talent plus gear to reach this. Without hit cap, nothing else matters. Number 2, spell damage and shadow damage. This is your raw throughput. The higher this number, the harder you hit. Prioritize plus shadow damage gear when possible, since that's your main nuke. Number 3, spell crit. With the Ruin talent, your crits are doing double damage. More crit equals more big numbers. Stack this after you're hit capped.
Number 4, intellect. Bigger mana pool means more casts before you need to life tap. Also gives you a bit of crit chance. Number 5, stamina. You need enough to not get one-shot by raid mechanics, but it's your lowest priority in PvE. This is completely different for PvP. Number 1, stamina. You can't do damage if you're dead. In PvP, survival is everything. Stack stamina hard.
Number 2, spell damage. You still need to kill people, so damage is important. Number 3, intellect. Mana management matters in longer fights. Number 4, spell crit. Nice to have for burst, but less important than survival stats. Number 5, resilience. If you have access to it in later phases, it reduces crit chance against you. For gear specifics, focus on tier sets and raid drops for PvE. For PvP, look for high stamina pieces with spell damage.
Now let's get into actually playing this spec. Your rotation changes depending on what content you're doing. PvE single target rotation. This is your bread and butter for raid bosses. Before the pull even starts, you want to start casting Shadow Bolt about 2 seconds before the tank pulls. This gets you a big nuke right as combat starts. Once the fight begins, immediately apply your curse. Usually this is Curse of Elements if no other Warlock is running it, or Curse of Shadow for personal DPS. Check with your raid leader on curse assignments. Next, throw up Corruption. This is a set it and forget it dot that benefits from Nightfall procs.
Now here's where you live for the rest of the fight. Spam Shadow Bolt, just Shadow Bolt, over and over. Watch your threat meter though. If you're getting close to pulling aggro, stop casting and wait for the tank to build more threat. A dead DPS does 0 damage. Use Life Tap whenever you drop below 50% mana. Don't wait until you're completely out of mana. Warlocks don't drink. We convert health to mana and let healers top us off.
Pop your damage cooldowns during Heroism or Bloodlust, or when the raid leader calls for burn phases. This includes trinkets, destruction potions, and if you're an orc, Blood Fury. When Nightfall procs and your Shadow Bolt becomes instant cast, use it immediately. This is free damage and lets you move without losing DPS. If the boss is about to do a mechanic that requires movement, try to time your instant spells or use a Nightfall proc during that window.
Trash packs with multiple enemies, your job changes. Start with Curse of Elements or Agony on targets. Then use Hellfire if enemies are grouped and you can stand still. Rain of Fire is safer but does less damage. Seed of Corruption isn't in vanilla, so don't look for it. For dungeon groups, Corruption on multiple targets plus tab targeting Shadow Bolts works fine. Just manage your threat carefully. PvP is much more dynamic. You don't have a set rotation. You have a toolkit and you need to use it based on the situation. Your opening burst combo looks like this. Death Coil to fear them, immediately cast Immolate while they're running, then hit Conflagrate for massive burst, then spam Shadow Bolt. If they're low health, use Shadow Burn as an execute. It can be cast while they're above 20% health. Use Fear as crowd control and to create distance. Reapply DOTs between fears. Use Death Coil when fear is on diminishing returns or when you need an interrupt. Against melee classes, keep Curse of Recklessness or Curse of Weakness on them. Kite backwards while casting. Use your Voidwalker or Succubus to control them. Your Succubus with Soul Link makes you incredibly tanky. Use Seduction on one enemy in a 2v1 situation to make it a 1v1. Health Stone should be macroed to use instantly when you're low. Don't be greedy, pop it early. If you're getting trained hard and about to die, you can sacrifice your pet for a shield. It's better than dying. Soul Stone yourself before big fights so you can resurrect and get back into the action. Now let's talk about your demonic companions. Each pet has a specific purpose. For PvE raiding, the Imp is your go-to pet. It stays at range with you, it provides Blood Pact, which gives your entire party extra stamina, and it does consistent damage with Firebolt. It's low maintenance and reliable. Phase Shift can save it from AoE damage. This is your default raid pet. Succubus pet. This is your Soul Link PvP pet. High damage output, and Seduction is one of the best CC abilities in the game. You can seduce a healer or DPS to take them out of the fight temporarily. Lash of Pain hits hard too. With Soul Link, you're sharing damage with the Succubus, making you super tanky. Use this for battlegrounds and world PvP when you need survivability. Fell Hunter. This is your anti-caster specialist. Spell Lock is a ranged interrupt on a short cooldown. It shuts down enemy casters hard. Devour Magic removes buffs from enemies or debuffs from you, which is incredibly versatile. Use this pet when you're facing heavy caster comps in PvP or when you need to purge buffs. Voidwalker. Great for leveling because it tanks for you. In PvP, it's decent for survivability without Soul Link. The shield and taunt can peel enemies off you. Sacrifice gives you a huge damage shield if you're about to die. Not used much in endgame PvE, but has niche uses. And that's everything you need to know to master Destruction Warlock in Classic WoW.
If you found this guide helpful, smash that like button and subscribe for more classic content. Drop any questions in the comments and I'll answer them. Now get out there and start deleting health bars. See you in Azeroth!